everyone. Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rainbow.
And we are back with part 2, day 2 of how to build a sustainable wardrobe. A wardrobe that works for you and that works for the environment and will also probably save you some time and space, because a good sustainable wardrobe will give you a few key pieces of clothing that you can use in lots and lots of different ways. Because a lot of us, especially here in Taiwan, we don't have tons of space to have hundreds of clothes at home. And of course, you also want to save time and money on your shopping trips as well. So a sustainable wardrobe can help you in so many ways, as well as helping, the planet Earth that we all live on and share. So what about you, Rainbow? You seem like a fashionable person and a fairly organized person. Do you have a sustainable wardrobe? Do you spend time every few months going through your closet and picking out stuff like we learned in day 1?
Yeah,
Good.
So there are a few ways that I organize my wardrobe.
Great.
One is by color.
Oh,
if you
okay.
know what colors you look good in, it's a good idea to always buy those colors.
Okay.
So then when you go shopping, you don't just buy random things you never wear.
True.
So at least you know the color looks good on you and you can try out different styles. So that's one of the ways. And the second one is every season you might go through your wardrobe when the seasons change, and then check if there was something you didn't wear from the last season, and maybe you can donate it or give it to someone, because chances are, if you didn't wear it for 3 months, you probably don't love it. So those are 2 tips that I would recommend you trying out, and it might make it a lot easier for you to have a wardrobe that's easy to organize.
That would be great. All right, so let's get to our article, How to Build a Sustainable Wardrobe, Part 2.
Two, buy key pieces. Once you've gone through your clothes, you can start investing in key pieces. Key pieces are clothes that stand the test of time and don't become dated or go out of fashion quickly. These items may be on the expensive side, so try looking for them in secondhand shops to save some money. 3. Consider brand and material. When you buy something new, think about the company you're buying from and whether the brand is eco-friendly. If you aren't sure, check the clothing item's label, as green certifications are usually printed here. In addition, choose materials that will break down naturally, like bamboo or organic cotton, instead of materials that harm the environment, like nylon.
All right, we're ready for part 2. Remember, in part 1, we learned that a good thing to first do is go through your closet and find those clothes that you don't really wear, don't really like, and don't really need in your wardrobe. Maybe a friend can help you to determine which ones really you could quite easily recycle or give away or something like that. So now that you've kind of cleaned out your closet a little bit of the extra stuff that you don't need, now you can really start building your sustainable wardrobe. So what do we do next, Rainbow?
Okay, the second step in the article says buy key pieces.
Shopping!
So what we mean by key pieces is those important main pieces. Instead of those cute pieces or pieces that you find nice but you wouldn't wear all the time, key pieces are key pieces, means that they're important and you'll wear them a lot. Once you've gone through your clothes, you can start investing in key pieces. Key pieces are clothes that stand the test of time and don't become dated or go out of fashion quickly. These items may be on the expensive side, so try looking for them in secondhand shops to save some money. So an example of a key piece could be a nice coat. You want to invest a little bit of money in that, but maybe you can wear it every single year for many years. So that's a key piece that goes with many things. And once you have those key pieces, you'll feel really good because you know that you can have a wardrobe that lasts a long time while still being in style.
That's right. A good pair of jeans, a nice dark jacket, a good pair of leather shoes, and you can match them with all sorts of other things. Those leather shoes, you can wear them for work, you can wear them to a wedding, you can wear them out to a nice party. They look good with all sorts of different colors, so that's a great idea. This is kind of like a capsule wardrobe, which we learned about in the magazine a few months ago. So that's a great way to simplify your life and your shopping and your closet. Number 3, consider brand and material. That's right. Don't be so focused on the price of what you're paying for something. If you buy that coat, but then it wears out after a year or two, it might be better to buy a coat that's more expensive that might last 10 years or so. So the brand and the quality of the clothing is very important. Brand is basically the name of the company, usually a famous name of a company that make different types of products. Apple, Microsoft, Nike, Adidas, Mercedes-Benz. These are all brands that we all know. Even if you don't have a car or an Apple anything, you know these brands. These are famous companies. And of course, some of the brands like Uniqlo and that kind of thing, they're known more for the cheaper fast fashion. So maybe look at some of the other brands that you might think are a bit expensive. But as I said, if their clothes last a lot longer, it might end up saving you money and be good for the environment. So brands and quality and price can be good guides. For example, I prefer to buy shoes from brands that I trust.
Ooh, I do.
Shoe for You is not a brand I've ever heard of. So I won't be buying those shoes to go hiking up a mountain.
No, you want to wear good brands, at least brands that you trust and that you know. And you also want to look at the materials. Now, some very expensive brands don't use wonderful materials. And in Taiwan, it's important to wear cotton, linen, more natural materials because it gets so hot here. So the material is what the clothing is made of. When you touch it, is it soft? Is it sustainable? Is it polyester, which gets really hot and is very cheaply made? So that material is just that fabric that it's made from. The dress is made of high quality materials. So we're talking maybe like silk, something that's very nice to touch, and it will last you a long time if you take care of it. That's good material.
All right, that will help your clothes last a lot longer and also help you clean them a lot better, right?
Yeah.
Poor materials just kind of get dirty and
falls apart.
Stay dirty too. So that's an important thing. When you buy something new, think about the company you're buying from and whether the brand is eco-friendly. The brand can also give you a guide, give you information about what they do for the environment. Maybe they're very good about replanting things when they use them. Cotton, for example, maybe they get wool from ethical sources where the animals are treated well, that type of stuff. If you aren't sure, check the clothing item's label, as green certifications are usually printed here.
Now that label is that piece of paper that is that tag that's attached, and if there is something green about it, they'll print some kind of logo that says, you know, this item was made from sustainable cotton, or 70% of our resources have been recycled. And this is a way that companies really tell their customers that we're trying to make everything more environmentally friendly. Now, other information can be on the label. For example, how to wash it. Can this be dry cleaned, or does it have to be washed a certain way?
Where it was made.
Where it was made, and what you might want to do with it to take care of it. Care instructions or labels. So you want to look at it before cutting it off. And sometimes labels are also sewn onto the piece of clothing or pair of jeans. It tells you information about it. Check the label on the t-shirt for the care instructions. So we're talking about how to wash it. Maybe it can or cannot go through the dryer, and that could change the quality of the clothes. And all of that is printed on the label.
That's right. When you write things with a pen or a pencil, you are writing down words, letters, and information. But when you use a machine to do it, you are printing those words, letters, and that information. That's all it means. Books will be printed. Your diary that you keep at home will be written. And of course, anything on your computer or smartphone will be typed. But if you type something and then you have to give it as a piece of paper, say to your teacher, then you will get a printer, that's right, attached to your computer, and it will print things. Gives you those nice letters that look just like in a book or newspaper. For example, I printed my report this morning, which is good because if I wrote my report, you'd never understand it because my writing is bad.
In addition, the article says choose materials that will break down naturally, like bamboo or organic cotton, instead of materials that harm the environment, like nylon. Ooh, now nylon is something that I can really smell it. It gives this bad smell when it's really hot outside. Nylon makes you also smell bad. So not only do we want to choose materials that are good for the environment, wearing them also makes it a lot more comfortable because it's good for your skin too. It breathes. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick break and then we'll come back with the rest of the article.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们今天要继续来看看如何打造永续衣柜。那我们前一天读到第一个步骤是要整理衣柜嘛，那么第二个步骤就是要购买关键单品。一旦你已经检视完你的衣服之后，就可以开始投资在关键单品上。所谓的关键单品就是经得起时间考验，而且不会很快就过时或退流行的衣服。那这些单品也许比较贵，你可能可以试着在二手商店来寻宝，省一点钱。好。补充单字 invest， 它表示投资、投入，后面常常会接 in something。那么 second hand， 它是形容二手的。好，再看到第三个步骤呢，是要考虑品牌和材质。课文建议我们在购买新品时，要考虑该公司或是该品牌是否对环境友善，看看他们原料来源是否正当，是否合乎这个道德标准。那如果不确定的话，你就检查一下服饰的这个标签，因为环保认证通常会印在那里。好 ，Mike 老师刚刚用到 ethical 这个字 ，ethical，ethical 是形容合乎道德的。那么单字 brand 表示品牌、牌子 ，material 表示布料、材料或是素材。那 Rainbow 老师在讲解单字时有用到 fabric 这个字 ，Fabric 它表示织物或是布料。老师也有提到 polyester， 那就是指聚酯纤维的意思。下一个单字 label 表示标签、标牌，是个名词。那么 print 表示印刷或是列印，是当动词用。那这边两个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是 whether 表示是否怎么样，它可以引导名词子句来当主词、受词或是补语用。那么 whether 之后常接 or not， 或是你也可以把 or not 移到名词子句的后面。也就是说呢 ，whether 引导的名词子句我们可以有几种写法，像是 whether 主词加动词 or not， 或者是 whether or not 主词加动词。那你也可以省略 or not， 你只把它写作 whether 主词加动词也可以。我们看两个例句 ，Whether that's a good idea depends on a lot of factors。那是不是个好点子，是取决于很多因素。好，那这时候我们看到 whether 引导的子句呢，是当主词用，视为单数，所以我们后面才会搭配这个单数动词 depends。再看下一个例句是 I don't know whether that's a good idea。我不知道呢是不是个好点子。那这时候 whether that's a good idea 则是当受词用，当动词 know 的受词。好，第二重点是 if 引导条件句的时候，可以用来表示可能发生的情况。好，那么在指未来可能发生的情况时，这个 if 子句要用现在式代替未来式哦。好，那么句型就是 if 主词加动词，逗号，主词加上 can、may 或是 will， 再加原形动词。 举例来说 ，If it doesn't rain tonight, we will have a barbecue in the yard. 如果今晚没下雨，我们将会在院子里烤肉。好，另外补充一下，主要子句也可以用祈使句表达哦，常常用来表示建议或是给予指示。那它的句型就会是 if 主词加动词，逗号祈使句。像 If you have any questions, just give me a call. 如果你有任何问题，就打电话给我吧。好，那直接回到课文中。
Building a sustainable wardrobe requires careful consideration of the clothes you already have, the pieces you need for your style, and the brands and materials you choose. By making a conscious effort, you can build a sustainable wardrobe and help create a better and greener future.
All right, we're back. So let's look at our article as we wrap it up. It says, building a sustainable wardrobe requires careful consideration of the clothes you already have, the pieces you need for your style, and the brands and materials you choose. That's basically what we've learned in the 3 little bits of advice we've read so far.
By making a conscious effort, you can build a sustainable wardrobe and help create a better and greener future. So if everybody just does a little bit, then in the long run, the environment really improves.
Absolutely, and you'll probably save yourself some money and have fine-looking clothes at the same time. You just need to be conscious of a few things when you head out shopping or when you're going through your closet every few months or every year. When you're conscious of something, that means you're aware of something. You know about what's going on. If you get hit on the head and fall down, you are unconscious. You are knocked out. It's like you're sleeping. But here we're not really just talking about I'm awake, my eyes are open, I know where I am. Here we're talking more about knowing what's going on in the world. If you read the news, you'll be very conscious of things. If you've been following some of the new sort of social movements like Black Lives Matter, LGBT rights, you're conscious of changes that are going on in society. You know what's going on, you know what it's all about. You're aware, you're informed, you're up to date, and you're thinking when you do things or make decisions. For example, he made a conscious decision to drive an electric car. He wanted to rent a car on holiday. Maybe he called a few different companies, and when they said, no, we don't have an electric car, he said, I'm sorry, I'm going to try somewhere else. He really wanted to do it. That's what he did. All right, what do you think? Here's our what do you think question. How could you make your own wardrobe more sustainable?
Okay, so I would really consider the brands that I'm buying from.
Okay.
I want to look at the recycled or organic initiatives that they offer, so I can just be a little bit more responsible. I tend to actually quite enjoy, switching up my items. So I do go to fast fashion, but I will go home and check out if that company or that brand has something sustainable on their labels or on their website. That's something I'll do.
Okay, that's a good thing to do. I think another good thing to do is when you buy things, be conscious and be aware and notice how soon things wear out, because often we just go to the same stores, buy the same stuff. But you might realize after a little while that, maybe I shouldn't be buying things from this store. Their quality isn't good, the things wear out. So, be aware of this and be conscious of it and do think about it when you're out there shopping. You will make better decisions and it will be better for the environment too. And that's a win-win for everyone. Thanks for joining us, guys. Take care of yourselves, each other, the planet, and your wardrobe, and we'll see you back here sometime soon. Until then, fashion on, everyone.
Goodbye.
打造永续衣柜需要仔细考虑我们现有的衣服，也要考虑适合自己风格的单品，还有你选择的品牌和材质。那么课文最后写到说，透过有意识的努力，就可以打造一个永续衣柜，帮忙创造一个更美好、更环保的未来。好，单字 conscious 在这边是形容你的决定或是行动是刻意的、有意的，或是意识到的、关注的。Mike 老师在解释时，他用到 inform 后面加 加 ed， 构成这个形容词是指了解情况的、资讯充足的。还有用到 up to date， 中间都有连字号哦。up to date 这个复合形容词表示最新的，使用最新资讯或技术的。另外补充一下，我们这个 conscious 这个单字其实还可以形容是有意识的、有知觉的。它的相反词是在前面加上 un 变成 unconscious， 那就是形容不省人事的、无意识的。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
2. Buy key pieces. Once you've gone through your clothes, you can start investing in key pieces. Key pieces are clothes that stand the test of time and don't become dated or go out of fashion quickly. These items may be on the expensive side, so try looking for them in secondhand shops to save some money. 3. Consider brand and material. When you buy something new, think about the company you're buying from and whether the brand is eco-friendly. If you aren't sure, check the clothing item's label, as green certifications are usually printed here. In addition, choose materials that will break down naturally, like bamboo or organic cotton, instead of materials that harm the environment, like nylon. Building a sustainable wardrobe requires careful consideration of the clothes you already have, the pieces you need for your style, and the brands and materials you choose. By making a conscious effort, you can build a sustainable wardrobe and help create a better and greener future.
Hi everyone! Today we'll be learning about the sugar industry in Huwei. So we'll be going to the old station as well as the sugar factories. So if you love sugar, you're definitely going to enjoy our lesson today. So let's go!
The sugar industry is very important in Huwei. Let's take a look at some tourist attractions and constructions that are important to the sugar industry. The first is Huwei Old Station. It was Huwei Sugar Factory's railway station in the early years. It carried mostly sugarcane, but sometimes passengers. Now, it has become the Huwei Tourist Center. It provides tourists with information about Yunlin. Next, let us walk to the Huwei Sugar Factory. The factory and the industry around it create many jobs for the residents of Yunlin. The factory still produces a lot of sugar each year. If you visit it, you can see the train carrying sugarcane back and forth and enjoy the sweet smell of sugar. The nearby Tongxing Park is also worth visiting. You can see tall, green trees in the park. Also, there are many great monuments to the development of the sugar industry. For instance, the Sugarcane Breed Improvement Monument is a statue of a farmer holding some sugarcane. Huwei Railway Bridge is a very important tourist attraction. It was once a wooden bridge, but later turned into a steel bridge for traffic safety and to reduce the traffic cost. It is now a historic site in Yunlin County. Those who like sugar should not miss these meaningful attractions.
I hope you guys had fun visiting and learning about the sugar industry. Now we visited the Huwei Tourist Center and also the sugar factory as well as Tongxing Park. It seems like there's a lot of fun things to do and see there. So don't miss out on all the fun. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.